Most people think a good life is about big achievements, success, or rare moments of joy. But what if the real secret is hidden in the ordinary, everyday things around you? Today, I'll share my own experience of what truly makes life good, and how philosophers like Aristotle and modern science confirm it. Stay with me until the end, because I'll give you one simple practice you can use today to feel more fulfilled. For a long time, I believed a good life was something that happened only on special occasions, traveling to new countries, buying something expensive, or reaching a big goal. But over time, I realized those moments, while exciting, are rare. Most of life happens in the in-between, walking to work, sharing a meal, watching the light change in the evening sky. And if happiness only lives in the rare, then most of life will feel empty. I began to notice how much peace and joy I could feel when I paid attention to the ordinary. A warm shower after a long day, the sound of the wind moving through the trees, the way sunlight touches the floor in the morning. At first these seemed insignificant, but the more I practiced noticing them, the more I understood this is what makes life good. This idea isn't just my personal reflection. Over 2,000 years ago, the philosopher Aristotle argued that the good life, or eudaimonia, was not about chasing pleasure or possessions. For him, a life well lived was one where you cultivate virtue and learn to find meaning in the ordinary. Happiness wasn't a destination, but an activity, a way of being. Another voice from history, Epicurus, also spoke about the power of simplicity. He taught that true happiness doesn't come from endless desires, but from appreciating simple pleasures, friendship, reflection, gratitude, and freedom from unnecessary worry. In fact, he said that the person who doesn't appreciate what is small will never be satisfied, even with great things. When I look at my own experience, I can see this wisdom clearly. I don't need to visit the Colosseum in Rome every month to feel alive. But almost every day I can see a sunset, or hear a bird in the sky, or taste the comfort of a simple meal. These moments are available to all of us every single day, and they hold as much weight as the so-called extraordinary ones. The truth is, the secret of a good life isn't waiting for the rare fireworks of success. It's about training our eyes and hearts to notice the quiet beauty of what's already here. If appreciating the ordinary is so important, then why do so many of us overlook it? The truth is, our culture often teaches us to chase what is rare, what looks impressive, what can be posted on a highlight reel. We are told that the good life is about more, bigger, faster. And in the middle of this race, we forget to notice the very moments that actually hold the power to make us happy. The Stoic philosopher Seneca warned us about this almost 2,000 years ago. In his work on the shortness of life, he wrote that life is not actually short, but we waste much of it by focusing on the wrong things. We chase, we worry, we compare, and in the process we miss the simple joys that are right in front of us. For Seneca, wisdom meant slowing down enough to recognize the value of what we already have. Another Stoic, the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius, shared a similar perspective in his meditations. He found beauty in the smallest details, the cracks on bread as it bakes, the ripe texture of a fig, the way olives wrinkle when they are about to fall. To him, these were not insignificant details, but reminders that life itself is filled with wonder, if only we choose to look closely. What amazes me is how this ancient wisdom has now been confirmed by modern science. The Harvard study of adult development, which has followed people for over 80 years, discovered that the quality of our daily relationships and our ability to find meaning in ordinary experiences are the strongest predictors of long-term happiness and health. It wasn't fame, money, or professional success that defined a good life, but the way people lived their ordinary days and nurtured their connections. Psychologist Martin Seligman, the founder of positive psychology, also reinforces this idea with his PERMA model. He shows that positive emotions, gratitude, and simple daily practices, like noticing what went well today, have a direct impact on our well-being. Happiness is not an accident. It is something we can cultivate with intention in the small routines of everyday life. When I combine my own experience with the voices of Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, and modern science, the message becomes clear. A good life is not built in the rare and extraordinary, but in how we choose to live the ordinary. Day after day dots, so what does all of this mean for you right now today? It means that the secret of a good life isn't waiting for the next big achievement or once-in-a-lifetime experience. It means that the life you want is already here, hidden in the ordinary moments you usually overlook. To make this real, I want to give you a simple practice. I call it 1 minute of noticing. It only takes 60 seconds, but it can completely shift how you feel. Here's how it works. First, pause for just 1 minute. Put your phone aside, sit where you are, and take a deep breath. Then look around and choose something simple in your environment. The way light falls on the floor, the sound of a bird outside, the warmth of a cup in your hand. Focus on that one detail and ask yourself, what is beautiful about this that I normally miss? Breathe in and out 3 times, and as you exhale, silently say, thank you. That's it. Just 1 minute, but here's the key. If you repeat this small practice every day, it begins to reshape the way you see the world. Neuroscience shows that gratitude practices activate the brain's reward centers, releasing dopamine and serotonin, the same chemicals that lift your mood naturally. Over time, this rewires your attention, making it easier to notice the good without forcing it. The Stoics already knew this. Marcus Aurelius didn't just notice bread and figs for no reason. He was training his mind to appreciate what was always present. And when you train your mind this way, you build resilience. Because if happiness depends only on extraordinary events, life will feel empty. But if happiness can be found in the texture of bread or the color of the evening sky, then joy is always within reach. Think of how this might change your day. Instead of rushing through your morning, you pause to notice the warmth of the shower. Instead of scrolling aimlessly, you look out the window and really see the clouds move. Instead of waiting for a vacation to feel alive, you allow the laughter of a friend or the quiet of a room to be enough. These are not just passing moments. They are the building blocks of a truly good life. So here's my invitation to you. Try this practice today. Set aside 1 minute to notice something simple and beautiful. And then come back and share in the comments what you noticed. Was it the sound of the wind? The smile of someone you love? A detail in your room you've never appreciated before? Your story might inspire someone else to begin this practice too. And if this message resonated with you, make sure to subscribe. This channel, Echoes of Light, is dedicated to exploring practical ways to live a happier, calmer, and more meaningful life. Every day, we'll reflect together on the wisdom of philosophy, science, and the beauty of ordinary life. Because the real secret of a good life isn't out there somewhere. It's already here, waiting for you in the moments you choose to notice today.